Good day, and welcome to today's workshop, Medicare 101, the Basics of Medicare Planning. My name is Andy Firmin. I'm the Managing Director of BenefitAdvisorsGroup. We are a Medicare advisory and consultancy firm helping you gain clarity and confidence around your Medicare planning decision. Medicare doesn't have to be complicated or confusing. What makes Medicare stressful is the amount of information that is out there and available to you. Our minds just shut down. I find when we break Medicare down into its most simplistic forms, it's actually pretty simple. My goal is that at the end of today's workshop, you leave with clarity and confidence around your Medicare planning. It's my belief that Medicare is the intersection of your health coverage and financial wellness. During today's workshop, we're going to discuss when do you sign up for Medicare? Do you have to sign up for Medicare? How you sign up for Medicare, and then we'll review what Medicare covers, does not cover, and your two options for filling in the gaps. The first question we get frequently is, are you required to enroll in Medicare when you turn 65? There are 5 general situations where it's in your best interest to enroll in Medicare. If you are no longer working, if you are on COBRA insurance, if you have TRICARE for life, or if you're on a small employer plan, that is an employer group plan with fewer than 19 employees, or if you are on a marketplace, Obamacare, or the ACA, it is in your best interest to enroll in Medicare when you turn 65. When do you enroll in Medicare? When you approach your 65th birthday, you have 3 months before your birthday month, the month of your birthday month, and 3 months following your birthday month to enroll in Medicare. Now, if you are working for an employer and you have group coverage on a plan that has more than 20 employees, you may delay enrolling in both Medicare A or B. If you do delay, when you leave your group employer plan, you will have a special enrollment period to enroll at that time. How do you enroll in Medicare? If you are already collecting Social Security, enrollment into Medicare A and B will be automatic. Generally, you will receive your Medicare card 3 to 4 months before your 65th birthday. If you are not collecting Social Security, the easiest way to enroll in Medicare is to create your online account at ssa.gov and enroll in Medicare online. You may also call the Social Security office and schedule an appointment to enroll. We all hear the ABCDs of Medicare. What is Original Medicare? Original Medicare is Part A and Part B. Your Part A coverage covers inpatient hospitalizations. Anytime you're overnight inpatient in a hospital, your Part A coverage is going to cover that. The important thing to understand about Part A is there is a deductible per occurrence. Now, this language around per occurrence is very important. Typically, we think about deductibles being annualized. What the per occurrence means is if you are hospitalized multiple times, you may have multiple Part A deductibles throughout the year. The other important aspect to understand about Medicare Part A is around skilled nursing. Your Part A coverage is only going to cover skilled nursing if you've been hospitalized for 3 full consecutive 24-hour days. Your Part B coverage, there is a monthly premium for Part B, and that premium may be dependent upon what your income was 2 years prior. Your Part B coverage is going to cover your medical side of your health care. Things like doctor's appointments, lab work, or durable medical equipment. What's important to understand about your Part B coverage is after a small annual deductible, we call your Part B coverage an 80-20 plan. Medicare is going to cover 80% of the bill, and you're on the hook for 20%. And unlike your current group health insurance, there is no maximum out-of-pocket. There is no ceiling. Your 20% may be as high as your healthcare needs are in any given year. On skilled nursing. Skilled nursing is only going to be covered, again, if you've been hospitalized for 3 full consecutive 24-hour days. Medicare is only going to cover skilled nursing for the first 20 days at 100%. Days 21 through 100 will have a copay, and then you are on the hook for 100% of skilled nursing after day 100. The gaps we're trying to fill when it comes to Medicare planning may be your Part A deductible if you're hospitalized, certainly the Part B 20%, prescription drug coverage, dental and vision, and hearing if those things are important to you. There are two options for protecting your financial well-being. The first option we call a Medicare supplement or a Medigap plan. We use those two words interchangeably. The second way you can go about filling in the gaps would be a Medicare Advantage or Part C plan. Let's break each down. Under option 1, you are staying on original Medicare Parts A and B, and you're supplementing that coverage with a private insurance plan, a Medicare supplement, or a Medigap plan. You're also required to get a standalone Part D prescription drug plan, and again, dental vision if those are important to you. The nice thing about option 1, a Medicare supplement plan, regardless of who the insurance company is, you can see any doctor, any hospital in the United States that accepts Medicare. You no longer need to worry about doctor networks. Additionally, a Medicare supplement or Medigap plan is easy to use. After you pay your monthly premium, your Medicare-approved services are pretty much covered with limited out-of-pocket expenses to you. Medicare is first paying, and then your Medigap supplement plan may pick up the remainder. The downfall of option 1 is you're paying a Part B premium to the federal government, you're paying a second premium to a private insurance company for your supplement plan, and then maybe a third, fourth, or fifth payment for your prescription drug, dental, vision, and other protection plans. A few key points about Medicare supplement plans. In most parts of the country, we follow the same plan schematic. Plan F, Plan G, Plan N. Usually we're talking about Plan G or Plan N. Now, in most parts of the country, the best time to apply for a Medicare supplement plan will be when you first enroll in Medicare Part B. This is because if you delay enrollment into a Medicare supplement plan and you want to enroll in a supplement plan later on in life, you may be subject to medical underwriting. The insurance company may ask about your current and past health history, and based off of your current or past health history, they may charge you more money or decide not to cover you at all. Now, there are a few differences in some states. For example, in the state of Massachusetts, Massachusetts residents don't follow the Plan F, Plan G, Plan N. Massachusetts residents have Core, Plan 1, and Plan 1A. Additionally, Massachusetts supplement plans are what we call guaranteed issued and community rated. What this means is regardless of the time when you go to enroll in a supplement plan, the insurance company is not going to ask you about your current or past health, and they cannot charge you more money based off of what your current health is or what your age is. The second way to go about filling in the gaps of Medicare would be a Medicare Advantage plan. Now, Medicare Advantage plans look, work, and feel just like the health insurance you have through your employer. Many Medicare Advantage plans have no premium or low premium. They do have copays for services when you go to the doctor, when you have x-rays, lab work, or hospital stays, up to a maximum out-of-pocket. That maximum out-of-pocket is an accumulation of your copays or your coinsurance and is the most you'll pay in any given year for approved services. Now, Medicare Advantage is managed care. What we mean by that, there may be doctor networks, an HMO or a PPO. Under an HMO plan, you have to stay within the insurance company's network of doctors. Under a PPO plan, you may be able to go outside of that network of doctors. However, you may be charged more money. The nice thing about Medicare Advantage plans, you're generally saving money on the front end. However, you may be subject for larger copays when you use the plan. Additionally, Medicare Advantage plans typically come bundled with all of the services. You may get your health coverage, your prescription drug coverage, and maybe some ancillary benefits such as dental and vision when you enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan. Before I go into when might you enroll in option 1, a supplement plan, or option 2, a Medicare Advantage plan, I want to first talk about what I call the big three: cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Even under the best Medicare plans, there are still gaps in coverage for things that Medicare may not cover, experimental drugs or treatment, or travel expenses. For that reason, we always recommend protection plans. Now, the question becomes, which way do you go? If you're still working, do you stay on your group health plan if it's creditable, or do you move to Medicare? And once you move to Medicare, should you enroll in a supplemental plan or a Medicare Advantage plan? Now, if you're still working and your employer has 20 or more employees on their group health insurance plan, you can delay your enrollment into both Medicare Parts A and B. When might you want to stay on your employer group health insurance plan? Because your Part B premium may depend upon what your income was 2 years ago, those who are high income earners may want to stay on their group health insurance plan because it may be more affordable. Additionally, if you have a younger spouse or other dependents on your group health insurance plan, you need to consider what their coverage costs and what it looks like, because if you move off of the group plan to go into Medicare, their coverage will likely be dropped as well. The other situation where a group employer health plan may make most sense is if you're on expensive brand name prescriptions. Coverage under an employer plan may be more affordable in that situation. All right, so the time has come and you are now enrolling in Medicare. When would you enroll in a supplement or a Medicare Advantage plan? In our opinion, those who would be most suited to enroll in a Medicare supplement or a Medigap plan fall into a number of different categories. If you have a chronic illness or a chronic injury, you're predisposed to routine, frequent care or hospitalizations, budgeting your healthcare expenses over the period of 12 months with a monthly premium may be more affordable and frankly easier than paying copays under a Medicare Advantage plan. Additionally, if you have doctors in multiple parts of the country, or if you can't find a doctor within a Medicare Advantage plan, the supplement plan may make the most sense for you. Again, that is because under Medicare Supplement, a Medigap plan, you do not need to worry about doctor networks. Regardless of who your insurance company is, every doctor, every hospital in the United States that accepts Medicare will accept every supplemental plan. And the third reason where we see folks gravitate towards a supplemental plan would be if you just want ease of use, you don't want to assume the higher risk of the copays under a Medicare Advantage plan. When might a Medicare Advantage plan make the most sense for you? If you understand what the cost-sharing structure is under the Medicare Advantage plan and you're willing to assume a higher cost if you need to use the plan, and you want to try to save some money up front, a Medicare Advantage plan can be very effective for you. Those who want all services bundled into one plan, such as the health insurance, your prescription drug coverage, dental and vision, may want to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan just to get all of those services bundled under one plan instead of picking and choosing on your own. Regardless of whether you get your coverage through a supplemental plan or a Medicare Advantage plan, the prescription drug coverage works similar for both. Under your prescription drug coverage, there are 3 phases: a deductible phase, the initial coverage phase, and the catastrophic phase. Every insurance company, regardless of whether it's a standalone prescription drug plan or a Medicare Advantage plan with prescription drug coverage, picks and chooses on their own which prescriptions they're going to cover and what your cost sharing might be. For that reason, it's important to review your prescription drug coverage and to review it annually. What is a good prescription drug plan for you may be different than what is a good prescription drug plan for your spouse or your friend. Under the deductible phase, if your prescription does have a deductible, you need to satisfy that deductible before the insurance company is going to start covering the prescription. After you satisfy the deductible, you may have a copay or coinsurance when you pick up your prescription at the pharmacy. And there will be a maximum out-of-pocket for those prescriptions. Once you hit that maximum out-of-pocket, your covered prescriptions will be covered at 100% for the remainder of the year. Now, there may be a dozen different plans available in your area. The challenge is understanding which plan may be most suitable for your situation. For that reason, independent Medicare brokers can help you understand all the options available in your area and help you navigate and select the plan that may be most suitable for your situation. Where can you get that type of Medicare advice? Well, you can do your Medicare planning on your own. You can search up your prescriptions and look up your doctors and try to piece that together on your own. You can go down to a community center and use a SHIP or a SHINE counselor. That's a volunteer that may be able to provide you with assistance. You can call the 800 number off the TV screen and talk to somebody at the call center. You can also call the insurance company directly. However, when you call the insurance company directly, you're only going to get information on that one insurance company's plans. And lastly, you can use an independent Medicare planning advisor. An independent broker is somebody who may represent multiple plans in your area and can help you compare and contrast the most suitable plan and the most suitable option for your particular situation. Now, for those who work with agents at Benefit Advisors Group, our process is simple. We take 5 steps. The first thing we do is we input your doctors and your prescriptions into our software, and we look at the plans where your prescriptions are covered at the most affordable rate on an annualized basis. And if you're interested in a Medicare Advantage plan, we want to know whether your doctors are in or out of network for that plan. We review with you all of the plans available in your area, and we help you compare and contrast those plans, whether it's option 1, a Medicare supplement, or option 2, a Medicare Advantage plan. And lastly, we help you enroll to ensure that your enrollment is processed in a timely and accurate manner to help ensure continuity of care. And finally, we're available to be your advocate throughout the year. Medicare has an annual enrollment period every October 15th through December 7th, and it's important to review your coverage because your needs may change, and your insurance company may change how your plan covers you. For that reason, we always do an annual review for you to ensure that the plan you currently have is still the most suitable option for you in the coming year. Now, when you use a Medicare broker, it doesn't cost you anything. There is no cost to use a Medicare broker. In fact, it's against federal regulations for somebody to charge you for Medicare planning advice. The price you pay for your plan will be the same whether you use an independent broker, call the insurance company directly, or use a volunteer SHIP or SHINE counselor. And with multiple insurance companies, an independent Medicare broker is going to be able to review all of the available options within your area to help ensure you're getting the most suitable plan for your individual needs. Are you ready to create a partnership for your health and financial wellness? You've already taken the first step by attending this workshop. The next step would be to schedule an appointment where we can understand your specific needs, understand your coverage options, and help you decide what the best option is for your individual situation. And finally, we do provide lifetime support, whether that's in the middle of the year and providing claims service or helping you understand how to use all the options under your plan. And finally, during the annual enrollment period, helping you to reconsider and review your coverage to ensure it still fits your needs for the coming year. I hope you found this webinar to be informative. We hope it has provided some clarity and confidence as you move forward and navigate your Medicare planning. We look forward to sitting down and meeting with you and wish you well. Until next time, be healthy and be well.